my name is Kianne Patrice Hutchinson and my business name is Kianne Patrice Photo.Art.Design. I am a digital artist, photographer, muralist, and wall art creator, essentially.
Hi, my name is Mezan Ayokah. I am a writer and director, and I'm really passionate about telling stories for and about women. My company is Ayzha Productions. It's a production company that's focused on bringing different sides of Jamaican life to the screen. We have short films already completed. We have feature films in development and a feature film, Bluefields, that is ready for production. So I entered the Best Pitch Forward competition that was hosted by Kingston Creative because I wanted to move my feature film, Bluefields, from pre-production and development into production, and I figured it would be a great way to get the story out there and potentially meet investors, collaborators, and partners. For the most part, being in the creative industries, it has been a very fulfilling experience. Of course, there have been ups and downs. I mean, it's life, right? But for the most part, I found a lot of support and community here. In fact, Bluefields won a pitch competition back in 2019, and we were able to go to Berlinale. And one of the challenges, though, that I found there was trying to convince these international investors and producers that there is more in Jamaica, you know, outside of corruption and violence and one man with one shirt and one donkey who is trying to get a loaf of bread for today. And essentially getting them to expand their vision of what Jamaica is and what Jamaican stories can be has been, I think, my biggest challenge so far. And I've been lucky enough to be a part of an initiative in which I've been able to speak more one-on-one and in a less pressurized situation with some of these international distributors, sales agents, etc. And I think they're finally starting to see that, maybe there is more. Maybe there are more stories there. So, yeah. I won the Best Pitch Forward competition. And from that, of course, I met some amazing people, and we're going to have some B2B meetings next in 2022. But of course, I want some money. I want some money. So we're going to use that money to make a proof of concept short for the feature film Bluefields.
My experience thus far in the creative sphere here has been overall positive, I'd say. Things tended to happen really organically with me. And it's kind of, taking a step and then another opportunity opened itself, then taking another step, then you're not so sure what you're doing. Should you be doing this, should you not? But then something else happened and it said, yes, you're on the right path, keep going. And that's kind of been my journey. I think the biggest hurdle was probably when COVID just started, because there was just a lot of uncertainty, especially when it came on to things that were under the disposable income bracket. So it's like a non-essential, not like food or medicine that people had to buy. But I'm really, really, really grateful that I got to have work throughout regardless. And I really have to say that I'm thankful. I'm really thankful for that. On a personal and creative plane, I've grown. As an example, when I was asked to do the augmented reality for a phase of the murals, it was interesting for me because it led to me having to do visuals that were synergistic with the mural artist's style and not necessarily my own. So I think that pushed me creatively. And of course the benefit has been that growth, artistic growth and exposure. And again, it leads back to me being really sold on what Kingston Creative's mission is and seeing that in action, even in a behind the scenes way. It really, really stood out for me. So my artistic goals are to do more kind of large format wall art installations both here and abroad, which I've started on that path already. So I want to grow more in that area.
So my vision, and it's not just for Ayzha Productions, but it's for our film industry, is to be making narrative films every single year. At least one, right? To start 5 years. Let us get to the point where we are creating stories year after year, not just mine, but yours and everybody's, so that we can really show all the sides of Jamaican life, you know? Before the pandemic, Kingston Creative used to have these amazing talks with industry professionals, creatives, and others. I don't remember who else. But the point is, there was a lot of thought sharing and you know, just discussing ideas on how can we move the industry forward. And it was really illuminating. And then, I mean, of course, the beauty down here, you know, much picture, what you call it, photo shoot I have down here. Anytime I need to celebrate something, I just come down, I'm like, yay, pretty place. But for me personally, you know, through the Best Pitch Forward, I was able, or I am going to be able to really finally make this movie that I've wanted to make for years. So I am so thankful.
Kingston Creative has undoubtedly been a catalyst in the growth of many artists here. That's undisputed. And I really love the direction that they seem to be going in, which is, you know, a lot of creative requests, that kind of thing comes to them. They're like the central hub in a way, and that lends itself to having a central place for creatives to go to for said opportunities, and, you know, learning opportunities, forums, you know, be it tech, be it business, be it actual, you know, hardcore creativity, so to speak. I think they've done a phenomenal job, and especially in the context of the period of time that they've been here. It's amazing, and I'm excited to see, you know, where they will go, where we will go, because hopefully I'll be a part of it.